Also, just a footnote for Mont. These chrome strips are brand new in here, and the only really logical place to keep them is right where they're at. So the holes aren't drilled out for the side ones yet, so I'm just going to stick some screws, and I'm not even going to run them all the way down. I'm going to stick some screws right in the corner right here, and then I'm going to put a piece of either cardboard or thin plywood over the top of it so none of this gets messed up, because it's in really nice shape. But like I said, these holes aren't drilled out yet, so the screw's not going to hurt anything. Also, on a side note, the guy that no longer required Jamie's services, I just talked to him, same guy that took over our lease and everything, and that's all he told her on a piece of paper, your services are no longer required. He found out he could hire younger guys for a lot less money to do what she was doing, even though she built this whole business. But you know what? The best thing he ever did was tell her services are no longer required, because her services aren't required out here at the Classic Truck Ranch, but they are definitely needed and appreciated. That girl helps me so much. She's awesome. Hi, Jamie!
No!
Yes! She really helps me a lot. All right, back to work on the truck. Inside, I'll be getting a nice gas tank together for you. You've already got the fuel filler neck, and I put a cap on there. The floor transmission cover over the floor was not screwed down, and the shifter was not attached, which would explain why I had some really flaky linkage when I was trying to drive it earlier. It was flopping all over. I've just screwed it down, put it in place, because you'll have to figure out where you want the final configuration of that. The brake pedal's attached now, which is a bonus, and got the brakes working, which is another bonus. Yeah, when this guy described this truck as running and driving, it was not an accurate description.
You look different in it now. You're up higher.
So, got Montana's, actually Mont's 55 Chevy running, and stop it.
I love that setup right there. Before, when you were in it, you could just barely see the top of your head.
Yeah, it sits a lot better with a correct original seat in it.
Where I come from, that's called an ese. Cholo.
Cholo.
Well, where you come from, too.
It's got some rattles because
it does.
There's no sound deadening yet. It's a lot of stuff. The guy just put a couple bolts here and there to, I guess, basically put all the parts in one spot.
I like that steering wheel a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I got to round up the other parts for the... That is irritating, though. I'm going to go have a look at that.
That is weird.
Well, he can reposition the shifter. It's got a key.
What's he doing to that thing?
They didn't notch the inner fender out enough, so what's happening is the upper control arm's flexing and it's rubbing on that inner fender, but I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to damage anything. I get a little nervous when it's just rubbing.
Drive shaft? Oh.
I get a little nervous when I've got a truck that I know shippers are coming again pretty soon, you know, and I don't want anything to happen to it. Plus, it's a brand new engine, transmission, and I'll let Mont be the one to break it in. It's his truck. Sounds like a pretty nice motor, Mont. I believe you're going to have some fun with this. Well, Mont, I ran fresh out of parts to gather up for your truck. So what I did is I finally cut off my butt, went out to the cab barn, and we'll go over all this, but this truck's a lot more complete than it was when I got it, trust me. Actually, I have everything for it in here. But, so I had a little extra time, so I said, well, I'll go back there and move all the cabs out of the way, and I got your 41 Chevy pickup passenger side door off. It's not perfect, but it's better than the ones I have. Pretty sure it's even better than the one on my Jimmy. Yeah, it might be. That's the best one I have on a truck, and I told you I didn't want to take any parts off of this truck right here, but that Chevy one back there is just horrid. And I found another Chevy one. It's got rust on the bottom, but not that bad. And I even found the interior door skin. It's a little rough on the bottom, but all the stuff that's got contoured edges and stuff is in good shape. Jamie's been back here pressure washing my new fifth wheel trailer. It's going to help me move all these trucks out of here. It was a mess. It sat for a long time, but it's a good trailer. What's really good about it is I'm not renting trailers anymore. Like 6 years of renting trailers. But sometimes it's hard to be able to pay for a trailer while you're still renting trailers. And I can't stop renting trailers because I have to get trucks. But this thing's cleaning up nice. Looks good. Jamie just to jump in there and she just asked me if she could pressure wash. I'm like, knock yourself out. Okay. Yeah, it looks a lot better than it did. We're gonna paint it red and white. That's gonna be the classic truck rescue colors. Anyway, wanted to show you this door. I'm gonna put in the back of your 55 Chevy. It was way back here. Way back here. Yeah, I had to move some stuff to get to it. Not a perfect door, but definitely one I could work with. I'm pretty sure you can. I'll get it out in the sunlight and give you a better shot. It's coming out anyway. Anyway. It's got a little rust right down at the very bottom edge, but it's all flat metal. You can just put a flat piece in there. All the contoured edges are in good shape, and around the window, the jambs are nice on it, all the way down. Pretty nice door. And then on the very bottom, just towards the front, it's got a little area, a little new fix, but this is in pretty good shape from what I've been looking at for these 75-year-old doors. That's a little bent. Now it's not. All the inner structure looks good. So we'll put that in your truck. Oh, I'll show you the skin too. Yeah, the skin was inside this cab. Imagine that's got to be a hard thing to find. Right there. Like I said, it's rough on the bottom, but it just missed that contour right there. So it's just flat metal up here. Put that in the back of your truck too. Just think about it. Can I pressure wash? One time, she actually came up to me and she was, would it be alright if I pressure washed? Which truck was it? I don't remember which truck. But she asked for permission to pressure wash it. That trailer is looking good. It really is. Man, that's going to be a lifesaver out here. And I got a dozen spare tires with it. And I know I know when you pull a trailer, you need tires. It's awesome.
This is what a girl does for fun on a weekday. That right there.
Yeah, you're doing a good job on it too. It looks great.
Pressure wash city. Mm. Yeah, let's do it. That'll be something fun we haven't
Big block
done yet.
truck that the boat's hooked up to has a fifth wheel hitch in the back of it.
I know.
So
People know about your boat now.
they know about my boat.
They know about Giddy.
They need to know enough to buy it from me because
Well,
that thing's too heavy.
go ahead, Cal.
If you need a boat with a 460 Ford big block and a Berkeley jet drive in it that can haul 10 people comfortably, let me know.
As long as it doesn't sink because it doesn't have bilge pump or something, right?
Bellows.
Oh, bellows.
Bellows. It needs the rubber pieces that go from the engine to the transom.
But that could be an adventurous
I've had some
day.
experiences with that boat. I'll be honest with you, that boat almost sunk on me twice. Once on the 4th of July in front of my whole family and God and everybody lining the banks of the lake I wasn't supposed to be on.
If I would have been with you, I would have taken their attention away from that.
Someone came and told me my boat was sitting really low in the water, and it was at the dock on the lake right in front of the crowds that were gathered for the 4th of July. And I went out on the dock. The guy told me I couldn't, the dock was closed. I'm like, I got to go look at my boat. It sounds like it's sinking. And I went up there, and there was water inside the boat, almost to the top of the engine. And I jumped in it and fired it up. The security guard tossed me his flashlight and said, "You're going to need this." Water was spraying everywhere because the engine was half submerged. And I got to back out of the dock in front of everybody and try to make it to the boat ramp, which I did, but it was not a proud moment for me. So I fixed that problem, and then the next day I took it out on the lake, and it was working great, and I was planing and everything and just hauling, and all of a sudden it started bogging down a little bit, and I looked behind me, and the freeze plugs had blown out of the motor, and rusty water was filling up the boat, and I was on the opposite side of the lake as the boat ramp. Fortunately, there was a bucket next to me from the previous night bailing, and I was able to floor it and have one hand on the steering wheel and bail all the way back to the boat ramp, and it was kind of iffy. So if you need a boat, you know, it needs a couple of things. Like it needs taken off. That trailer and that 460 and Berkeley jet drive need to go into a little speedboat, and that trailer needs to be squared up a little more for hauling trucks. Mm-hmm. Or you could buy my boat if you want. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm telling you, it's got priors on sinking. Ain't good.
I'd have been your
But
bucket
it's
baler.
19-foot Tahiti. I guess it's something of a collector's item. Or I'd already taken my chainsaw to it. Save a boat. Classic boat rescue. Started. Supposed to be coming to get Mont and Emmett's truck tomorrow. So I told him that I would go through the truck from one end to the other and make it as complete as possible. And the guy that I bought this truck from said it was running and driving, and trust me, I've put some work and some time into making it running and driving, but it is running and driving now. Still, I didn't put anything together that I thought you were going to take apart and repaint. Like the glove box door was just laying inside the truck, so I secured it with some zip ties just because I wanted to use the glove box to put your little parts in. I thought that was the best place for them. The truck's running real good. Say that it sounded like a Briggs & Stratton, and he was right because it wasn't fired on all eight. But a brand new engine, and it's a really strong engine, and it has all the smells that you associate with a brand new engine.
It sounds good now. Little bit different than diesel. It's all good.
mean, I thought we'd just start with the front of the truck and work our way back.
Where's what? Okay, you talk and I'll follow with the camera.
Okay, let's start at the front.
Okay.
I'm not going to go over the list of everything that I had to actually bolt down on this truck, but it was extensive. And what you're going to need to do, Mont, when you get this truck, my advice, just drive it gently to your shop, get it up in the air, and go from front to back. I've got all the important stuff taken care of. It is a runner driver, but basically what this guy did was he accumulated a whole ton of nice parts and a brand new drivetrain and stuck them here. And they did do a good job on the front clip. It's got a Camaro front clip, power steering, and disc brakes, but he did not put the vacuum power booster on the brakes. It does have a ton of money spent on the master cylinder that it does have that's mounted below the frame. It's not one of the old factory style ones. Power steering, tilt column. The engine does run really nice on it. Radiator looks like it's been gone through and everything. The only thing, and this, somebody spent a lot of time smoothing this firewall out. Starting with the hood, there's no place to put the hood hinges, and I told you the guy's plan was to put a reverse hinge system on this, which I would, so you could leave the firewall flat, but I'm going to go ahead and include a pair of original hood springs because it's not going to be complete without those. These are good springs. You'll need to soak them down and lubricate them, and the main thing you want to look for on these is all of the teeth to be in good shape and none of the arms to be bent. So just soak them down. They'll clean up real nice. Continuing with under the hood, it's missing the horn. So in the back I'm putting this box right here. Has a correct original 1957 Chevy horn, and we tested it. It works and it actually sounds kind of cool. So that's all that's missing from under the hood. Another thing, when I got the truck from this guy, driving truck, well, the air cleaner was just sitting on here, so I'm gonna let you trim that down. There's plenty of room between it and the hood, but I thought I'd go ahead and go get the correct hardware and wing nut and put that on there for you. I'm surprised it didn't fall off when I unloaded it off the trailer, but it didn't. Another thing that makes it hard for me to believe this was running to drive when I bought it was that the motor mounts were not bolted down. So you have nice shiny new bolts on both sides actually holding the engine in. Another thing, cross member not bolted in. It's bolted in now. I put one good one on each side because I don't know exactly where you're going to position everything when you're done. But it is bolted in, and cross member was not bolted to the transmission, which it is now. Also, he had the wrong size U-joint in the back, and didn't have the rear U-bolts for the rear end tightened down. So the first time I tried to give it a little goose on the gas pedal, it spit that U-joint out. So I went and got a custom U-joint that's different sizes on the X, and it's all bolted in there. But I still recommend just go easy on it, get it on your lift, go from one end to the other end. But I've done it several times, and I feel pretty good about it. Also on the brakes, I don't know what he did, but when after I'd driven it, I noticed the brakes were getting a little mushy, and there was some fluid coming out of the rear wheel cylinder. So I don't know if he got something wrong when they redid the brakes on it or whatever, but I disconnected the rear brakes, capped off the master cylinder so that the front brakes would work, because it's got to have brakes.
This thing has a really nice front glass.
All the glass on it's pretty good. A little bit of delamination on the vent glasses, but this is all original stuff right here, so it's pretty cool. Put you the seat that I originally showed you. It does need to be reupholstered, but all the springs and everything are nice in it. Like I said, I attached the brake pedal. I don't know how that was runner driver. Okay, so that covers all of the underhood stuff. Like I said, it doesn't have hinges on it, and I'm not going to take the liberty to drill holes in your truck. So I'm putting the hood on for the last time. It does have all the correct latch stuff in place, and that won't go anywhere.
Oh, look at him. You're so cool. That's
It has everything for the headlights, turn signals, grill. Also has a trans-cooler mounted up front, which is kind of cool. You'll have to figure out this bumper. Somebody actually put a lot of time into making this bumper to where it slides in. And I'm not going to shove it in, but I think you can work with that.
Oh, that's cool.
And eliminate a big gap that's usually on these trucks. Kind of cool.
Yeah. That's...
So working our way back, we go to the wipers.
The lines are pretty good on this too, huh?
Yeah, they actually, the panels actually fit pretty good, which is hard work on these trucks.
Yeah.
Also, so going to the wipers, out here we're missing the arms. I dug you up a pair of the correct original wiper arms. I don't have any with good rubber. They sell reproduction refill kits for these. They just clip on. The hard part to get is the arms. One is a little bit longer. I believe the driver's side is the longer one. I'm not going to put them on because they don't have good rubber on them. And the wiper motor is in there and all the transmission stuff. And the switch is hanging under the dash. So I don't want to take a chance on someone playing with that switch, hitting the wipers and scratching your nice windshield. The wiper switch is right here with this chrome knob hanging under it. It's attached to a cable. It's a correct original one. And like I said, I wrapped up the ignition switch just because the way you had it, it was a fire hazard waiting to happen. At least everything's solid for the people that are transporting it.
It's got a really cool steering wheel. I like it. It's all solid up in here.
I think we got chickens in our front yard.
We do? Classic truck chicks?
Show them our friends.
Classic truck chickens? These are our Rhode Island Reds. And Axe, Boot, and Curb are
Show them
his...
their chicken coop that I made the other night. And it's okay. It's okay.
These guys are cool. Bark, 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 bark. Not sure. This guy may be a rooster too, but he's sure not as big as that other guy. Look at Cogburn. Hi, Cogburn. He's so pretty. This is their chicken coop. Looks pretty cool at night when you turn the heat lamp on in there because it's all illuminated. Hi, Cogburn. Bark. People around here say you'll get tired of a rooster. I don't think I ever will. I love that.
So, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Up underneath the dash, the complete wiper system's there. There's the switch. It has a cable, and then you're not going to be able to see it. Anyway, the wiper motor's there. It's missing one defrost duct. And the wiper transmissions are there, and they're hooked to these little guys. So all that's there. One defrost duct. There it is right there. The other one's up under the dash. The rest of the heater system, I put you in a set of deluxe heater controls. They do have some overspray on them, but the metal's really nice on them. They'll restore nicely. You can take those apart. I do it all the time, clean them up, and then you put these new rods for the bottom levers. Replace those. They're steel. They won't break on you. And then I gave you a whole new set of knobs to put on it too. Those will actually clean up real nice, and it does have the light socket in it with a bulb and the lead coming off of it. The only thing you'll need to get for your heater system, for a whole deluxe heater system, is the you'll need the duct tubing that goes from the heater box to the defrost ducts, and you'll need cables. But I did round you up a set of chrome vent cables, or knobs, brackets, and the correct cables. I'd lube them up because they are original, but those mount right here in the center of your dash underneath, and they run to these ducts that are in the kick panel area. Underneath those ducts on each side, you mount these grill covers, they go over the ducting. And then on a little further back from the vent grills, you'll have your kick panel covers. These are two nice ones. They're usually all rotted out on the bottom. These are very solid on the bottom. Nice kick panels, one for each side. That door over there is missing the hinge pocket cover on the bottom. There's a new one right there. Also, it has that speaker hole cut out right there. I went ahead and found a bad door and cut you out the whole section to cover that with. Let's see, the glove box lock. The hinge is up under there, so you got to do is screw that on. The glove box lock is right here, and on this little stuff, the reason I put the door back on is so I could put this little stuff inside. So there's your defrost duct, your arms, your knobs. Missing a headlight switch over here. This is a good working headlight switch. It doesn't have the chrome knob on it, but it also has your leads on there. That might be helpful. Here's your chrome knob for the headlight switch. Also, no rear view mirror. I gave you this is an original mirror, so you might think, oh, the glass isn't that good or the chrome's pitted, but this is an original guide night day correct mirror for one of these trucks. So before you just there you go, it's a guide night day mirror. It was kind of a rare thing. I don't see it in a lot of my trucks, and I think you can actually pop this cover off and put new glass in if you want, but I kind of like it the way it is, and I think it will clean up a lot more. That can go in there. And then the knobs are missing over there. There's a good door handle and window crank right here, and they do have the set screws and good teeth, good splines on them. Well, you can't see them, but they do. And I've tried them both. Here's the glove box lock with the mount that goes on the back. That'll secure it to your glove box lid. These are the arms for the glove box door. They attach in here, one on each side, and then they go in these slots on the side. Those in there. Here's your ashtray. Because the ashtray hole's being used for ignition right now. That guy didn't leave the wires long enough. That was another thing. Oh yeah, completely rewired. Well, a little bit, but not much. Dome light. I don't have any good lenses, and I picked this one out because it only had one little rust spot on it. Normally my original ones are all rusted out. This has a good socket and everything. So that goes in there. And then that's it on all the small items that I'm putting in the glove box. And I did realize that someone's going to need to open this. Oh, one more thing on the interior. The visor holes, well, it didn't come equipped with a passenger side visor. That was an option. But I gave you both sides of the visors. You'll have to re-upholster them, but they've got the correct pattern cardboard and, more importantly, the correct mounting hardware. So it goes up in there in your corner. Those will go in the back. We're missing the door panel over there. Here's the door panel. In fact, I might try to put as much of this stuff up front as I can. And as they're loading the truck, of course, I'll go over it real quick where you can just see each part in there. Except for the glove box stuff, it's all in there. I'll make sure nobody tampers with the truck. So I just put a bolt through the zip tie right there just to kind of hold the glove box door on there, and then all your little goodies are safe inside. So that's everything for the dash. And that hole right there is where your windshield wiper switch goes. Okay, so I believe we have covered the inside. Okay, for your heater, there's your blower motor, and this part attaches to the kick panel area, and there's your whole heater box. There is a rubber band. Actually, there might be two rubber bands. that you have to get that go around the flanges there. But all the important stuff's there. You got your blower motor, you got your heater core, and the heater valve is inside there. It's a complete deluxe heater set. Moving outside, oh, also on this passenger side door, it was missing the interior garnish molding. It had one in the truck, it was bent, so I found you a straight one. Since it doesn't look like the shippers are showing up today, I'll probably go ahead and just screw that on there for you so it doesn't get bent. There's your door in the box down there for your 41 Chevy. Nice gas tank. This gas tank came out of one of the most solid trucks that I've ever had. And here's your correct original gas tank straps. These are the tail lights that I have for it that came with it. They're old. Somebody did do some custom work on this fender, and they actually did a fairly decent job. So you might want to. They were probably going to put 59 Cadillac tail lights there. On the tailgate, the only thing securing the tailgate is these pins, one on each side, and also it was missing the little, I guess they're kind of like dowels or something that goes down there. Anyway, they're very hard to get off without breaking. I did get one off without breaking it. The other one will need to be drilled out, but there's those. And here's a set of original tailgate chains for it. There's your horn. This dust cover, I did notice that it was missing the dust cover for the transmission, but there was a nice, pretty, brand new torque converter down there to look at. So I'll send that along. This bag right here has 2 complete sets of door weather stripping, one for each door. So I'm going to put as many of these parts inside as I possibly can. I think I can get everything but the gas tank and the door in there. I may even be able to get the door in. I don't know. I'll try. But also, I didn't put the carpet down because, as you know, it has no gas tank. So right now it has this gas tank, which is in the custom compartment that they made for the battery, which is why the battery's right there. But I just keep that covered up, and didn't want to go messing your carpet up. So I think I've covered everything. You know, like I said, I'll get a video of all this stuff before it leaves so that you'll see the condition of the truck and all of the parts that are inside it. Seat's not bolted down because I don't like where the shifter is, and if some big tall guy gets in there and tries to shift this and drive it, anyways, it's there. You got your tracks, you got everything you need. Plus I didn't want to go punching holes in your new carpet. I don't know if Jamie got the bin tag or not, but this will be matching that title that I send along with it.
Well, hey, Ricky, it's going to be dark soon. You sure those guys are coming?
No, I don't think they are coming. They always show up when you really don't want them to, but they never show up when you're completely ready.
When they say they're gonna.
Huh?
We've been waiting all day.
Well, it gave me a little extra time to spend with the truck. So, yeah, I mean, there were a few things that after I went over it the 5th time, that I think I've got everything. You know, we've lifted everything from bumper to bumper on it, and
Everything packed up
all
really
the little
nice.
stuff's in there. Here's all the other stuff. The only thing in the back of the truck is the door and the gas tank, which I really don't think we'd want to put in there. So I'm going to go park this baby over by the garage.
How long does it take for them to receive their orders?
Long time.
Months?
Months. That's why I made this video, so Mont could sleep at night knowing he was getting all the stuff he needed.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. Just the anticipation would totally...
But here's the thing Mont gets out of the deal. When he's over there in England, he gets to do this. And not too many people over there.
Yep. It's an awesome truck. I'm so glad they got that one and not my buddy. Oh, that is such a man truck right there, totally. love that sound. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yep.
E-I-E-I-O. There's old MacDonald. He would look really cool tubbed.
Yeah, he would. He's already got a kind of a sinister look to him.
Yeah, he does. I got a good shot of him earlier. That chrome grill. It's a man truck.
It is a man truck.
He is sweet looking.
I kind of went over the top on this truck because this truck's going to my best customers.
I know.
Bar none.
You wanted to
These people
give
have
him.
helped us a lot. These people have rescued a lot of trucks that I wouldn't have got if they hadn't said, we want this kind of truck, and then they had sent me the funds to go get that kind of truck, because a few of the trucks that they have did come out of the bushes, but they're working with them.
Well, peace out to England for keeping
Peace out,
American
Aunt Emma.
history
Thank
alive. Yeah.
I think you're going to like this one.
I don't know what Rick's doing, but that's
Go over the inventory real quick.
what I'm doing.
Let me get a shot of it. Okay. Get the title.
Okay.
1955 Chevy pickup.
Okay.
Serial number H25500007851.
Okay.
Okay, let's go over to the other side. Get the door. Come on, Emma, here's your door for your 41 pickup. There's your gas tank. That's the only things in the back. Inside the truck, your windshield garnish moldings right there. I'm going to go through all this. Passenger side door panel. That'll go back inside the truck. In here we got the deluxe heater. Deluxe heater, gas tank straps. I had one of these in there. I noticed the driver's side one was missing, so I put a driver's side in too. I don't know where it is. Anywhere that's
Oh, right there.
Where?
It's right by your leg.
Oh. Okay, so you got both of your hinge pocket covers. Both of the vent grills are the part of your deluxe heater. Both of your hinges. Both of your kick panels. Wiper arms. Vent control cables. Transmission dust cover. Down here is your tailgate chains and trunnions. Both of the tail lights. The other one's over here. Both tail lights. Both of your visors. Door patch panel. Passenger side window garnish molding. Like I said, both of your weather strips. This is a thing that I think goes over the battery compartment. Here's your 57 Chevy horn. And I think that's it. Putting all this back in here. That is it. Okay, let's go ahead and get the glove box stuff.
You want this real quick?
Yeah. This little envelope right here has your door panel screws. I did find a lid for the dome light. Guide day night rear view mirror. Glove box door arms. Glove box lock and mount. Ashtray. Passenger side crank handle and window crank handle. Headlight switch with terminals. Chrome knob for the headlight switch. Defrost duct. knobs for the deluxe heater, arms for the deluxe heater. Putting it all back in now. Let me put that glass down. Glove box up. Defrost up. Glove box arms. Screws.
Where?
Handles. Chrome knob. Light. So all that stuff's in there. Here, honey.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All that stuff's in there. Closing it up. All right, putting all your parts inside. Giving him the title. I'm gonna go ahead and warm it up.
I love the way he sounds. Finally, Emma, you can see the sun starting to go down here.
No dents anywhere on the truck. Glass is all good. No dents, no rot on this truck. Sorry about that. I just got.
Issues with these guys. Oh, hey, buddy, you're going to get a new home. Emma, when this truck is finished, will you send us a picture?
Alrighty then.
Come on, Ricky, like you're 20. Dukes of Hazzard style.
I still got to get my other leg back.
Good thing you're limber.
No damage. Good. Which customer am I? Okay.
This really gets to go in an enclosed trailer. That's cool.
Well, for this leg. How are you doing? You like that truck?
Yeah.
You want one like it? Maybe?
The white one.
They buy a lot of trucks from me. They're good customers. Yeah, this is about the 6th or 7th one they bought from me.
Oh, look at Trouble.
Yeah, probably. Been a while since they got any, but they kind of deserve this one. Good
What
customer.
happened with the other one? The one he changed mind. The one he changed mind.
Oh, he upgraded.
So this is the one he's supposed to.
Yeah,
Oh, he did.
this is a better truck. It's already got all the power steering and brakes and V8 automatic.
But the other one was the same or
Same truck.
same.
Didn't have the engine and stuff in it though. This one's a lot closer to being done, finished. Runs and drives, that's always a bonus. Now I gotta get to work on that one.
I think it's for us too. When it's right.
Yeah, yeah. That's certainly easier to load, huh?
Yeah, we tried a couple times, but you was on and off.
Yeah, but the last time I talked to you guys was like last Tuesday or Wednesday, and somebody said they were coming out Thursday.
Yeah,
And then I
talked
didn't
to
hear
you,
anything.
And then the guy called you from Portland. He's supposed to leave Thursday, I think. And you said tomorrow morning, and he's supposed to leave. So I think. Okay, probably.
Yeah, Yeah, I didn't talk to anyone. Last Tuesday or Wednesday was the last time, and somebody said they were coming Thursday.
You said I can't do it.
That was like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said he was coming Thursday to get it. We stayed here all day Thursday, and then we figured, oh, maybe they're running a day late, so we stayed here all day Friday, and now we stayed here all day today. And they said you guys were showing up this morning. Wasn't that the deal? Show up this morning?
This is Monday, but
Yeah, it's Monday. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be this morning, but I'm also sure it was supposed to be Thursday because I don't just sit here all day for no reason, you know. But it's all good. It's on their way, right? Okay. Thank you.
Have a safe trip. I got plates too.
Mm-hmm.
I got plates.
This is who they sent for it. It's out of my hands now. Good truck, though. Huh?
And then
It was cold. It fired right up. And then, oh, Jamie's cleaning up my tow truck over there. Look at that fender already looks better.
I know. While Ricky's working on my truck.
I don't get to watch that one go bye-bye.
Hasta la vista.
Project 55. On its way to some good people.
We want pictures.
Yeah, we want pictures of all of them. Matter of fact, one of my viewers suggested that since I'm sending these trucks overseas, that it might make people feel better if they could see some progress reports on some of them being fixed up. And I've taken a lot of heat, as you know, for shipping trucks overseas, but I don't care because
It's
if
keeping them
somebody from
alive.
overseas is going to give me the money to go drag a truck out of the bushes that some dude's going to fix up someday, I'm going to go buy that truck and I'm going to ship it overseas because they're going to work on it.
Here, here.
Here.
Keep American history alive.
Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out.
Yep. I'm gonna get back to work on this guy
Spectacular.
before it's dark.
All right. Well, I'm going to get to work on it as soon as you get done working on it.
All right. Love,
love
you.
You are ferocious. You are a ferocious girl. Oh my goodness.